I never made it, but I know what it takes.
The recipe for the brownies. We're making 2 big trays now. So what we did, we put 450 grams of butter and then 1.8 kilos of vegetable fat, and we made the bain-marie. We put boiling water in this one, and then we let the fat there to boil. Then on to the next step.
So now I've weighed up 3,750 icing sugar. This is for 2 big trays.
Now we weigh the cocoa, 1.175. That's the cocoa. That's the sugar. Now we need to add a bit of salt. The salt is 3 teaspoons. So that's 3 teaspoons. There you go. This one.
No, I did already.
And now we'll mix the dry ingredients with the melted fat in the big mixer. See you in a bit. The mixer at low. There might be some explosions, but that's how it should look like. Leave it for about 5-10 minutes until everything gets dissolved. 5-10 minutes. Here, on the other side, we're breaking how many eggs for 2 trays?
30.
30 eggs, 30. So we're breaking them all in here, and then we'll whisk them and wait for a while. Here, meanwhile, this is still mixing on slow speed. Keep going until everything is dissolved smooth and you cannot feel the particles of sugar, you cannot feel the particles of butter, and everything is smooth. Now we will whisk the eggs using a whisk. Until we have this result here. There you go. We need to weigh the vanilla. It needs to be 180 grams of vanilla for the 2 trays we're making. There you go. That's the vanilla weight. We just keep it there, and now we're going to weigh the flour as well. But meanwhile, this is still mixing, and it seems to be all right. So I think now we could stop the mixing and just let it cool down for about 10 minutes. Now we're weighing 900 grams of flour for the 2 trays we're making. There we go, that's fine. Start it again on slow. Stir the vanilla in. Yep. Now we'll put it on high and pour in the eggs. Yeah. Lisa. Now we're putting the eggs, but we have to put it up on high.
Bigger with me.
And then pour the eggs slowly. Yeah. Very slow until they mix in. poured in all the egg. Now it's all dissolved, and now we'll put the flour, but then we'll put it on low now. That's on low. Lisa, flour. Very important not to over mix the flour. Just because it probably develops some sort of gluten network or whatever, and it gets too hard. Keep going. Yeah.
So where's the new veggie shop then?
Lisa, I'm recording you.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see anything.
Now just wait, only as soon as this flour white is not visible anymore, then we're ready to go. Almost. Yeah, there you go. That's the mixture of the brownie done. Stop. Perfect. Now we'll put in 2 big trays, and then we'll show you how we do that in a bit. Our 2 trays, we apply some vegetable fat on the sides
Just a little bit.
and at the bottom, so the paper sticks on there. Easy. See how it's done? Very easy.
It's like you go on the main road, and after the ATM, you turn on the third floor. And then on the right hand side.
And now we need to put the papers, the baking papers at the bottom. And now we'll spread it into the trays until they get a uniform shape. So now we put our 2 big trays of brownies in the oven at around 190, 189. It should be at 180, the actual numbers. And we leave it there for 32 minutes on the clock. We'll be back on the 32 minutes and see what happens. 32 minutes have passed, and now you can check. Nice surface, you can catch there. Is like it's not wet, it just forms a thin, very thin crust. So that should be right. So we'll take it out of the oven and let it cool for about an hour. I'll show you the setup we use. We're leaving the brownies out here in the nice breeze to cool down. We'll put them like on a couple of trays, baking loaves, and then we just leave them there for an hour. And then when we feel we can take them out, we can take them out and cut them.